Good day to everyone. I want to welcome you to his banqueting house where we feast on the living word of the living God. Today, as we prepare to celebrate Father's Day, um, I would like to tell everyone why my father is the greatest of all time. He is the GOAT. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 1 tells us to imitate God as dear children. I am thankful that my father doesn't tell me to do as he says and not as he does. He sets the example for me and then shows me how to follow his example. He shows me that the very thing that he is doing is something that I can do as well. And the reason why that I can do it is because he has provided me with precious promises that allow me to partake in his divine nature, even though I am a finite being. Not only has he given me precious promises to believe and stand on, but the actual power to complete the task he's placed on the inside of me. The ability for me to walk like him and talk like him has been poured into my life. He's given me the ability to love like him, be patient and kind like him, and most of all, I can even forgive just like him.
He's also a great father because sometimes you have questions that it seems like no one can answer, but the Father can answer all of our questions. It doesn't matter what the question is. If we go to Him earnestly and ask, He will give us an answer. And that's just a beautiful thing to know that there's nothing that is too big for Him, nothing that surpasses Him.
Another reason why my father is the greatest is because he always has time for me. Even though I have many brothers and sisters, he's never too busy to see about me. My father has many children scattered throughout this whole world. And you might be one of my brothers and sisters. And even while you're calling on him or you're in need, he can come see about me. I am so grateful that he always has time to care and to see about me. The scripture says that he knows every hair that is numbered on my head. So every small detail concerning my life, my father knows about it. And
Amen.
I am thankful that I'm not alone.
Amen. Not only does He have time for us, but He also has solutions to every problem that we go through. There's nothing that He cannot solve, nothing that He cannot answer. I think of the woman who was about to lose her two sons, and the Lord was able to provide for her by having her fill jars of oil. He has the solutions to everything in life that we go through.
My father, or I should say our father at this point, is the greatest of all time because he disciplines me. The scripture declares that God, if we're not disciplined by God, then we are bastards, that we are without a father. And I am so thankful that when I find myself headed down the wrong path or doing something that is not like him, that he just doesn't leave me and let me go down that path of destruction, but he actually corrects me and chastises me. And the scripture also says in Hebrews that God chastises us not for his pleasure as it like earthly fathers do because he's angry with us, but he chastises us so that we might have the peaceable fruit of righteousness being manifested in our lives. And so I am so grateful that my father loves me enough to correct me.
I'm grateful that our Father, my Father, um, loves us so much that even when we can't see it, He's working things out for our good. He knows what's best for us, even when we don't. And sometimes it seems like things are going wrong. But even in the midst of that, I can rejoice in the knowledge that He's working things out for my good.
Last but not least, we are grateful for our Father, and we declare that He is the greatest of all time because He will always be with us
Amen.
during the midnight hours of our lives, during the roughest points. during our lowest times, we can always count on him to be with us. The scripture actually declares, and Jesus said this, that him and his Father, if we would love and obey him, would come and make their abode on the inside of us. So I want to remind you today that no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing, if you are his child, then you can count on God to always be with you.
Amen.
You can count on him to correct you. You can count on him to have an answer for your problems. You can count on him to have time for you.
Amen.
And you can count on him to make you more like himself.
Amen.
Know that your Father is good. Know that he is the greatest of all time. Know that he loves you. And not only does he love you, but we here at his banqueting house love you as well. Want to say again, happy Father's Day to the greatest of all time. We love you and look forward to speaking with you soon.